Alcohol, just kidding, it's protein coffee. Books. La noche era terciopelo by Silvia Moreno-García. Silvia Moreno-García. This book was fun, educational, humorous at times with some surprisingly good action scenes. The romance was not what I was expecting, but it was still a good book and I overall enjoyed it. Maite is a 30-year-old woman disenchanted with her job, which she didn't like much to begin with. After a breakup, she spends her time listening to music and reading historietas, daydreaming, basically to sort of escape her dull life. Elvis is a young 20-something who was recruited from the streets to join Los Halcones, a government-trained group to suppress students protesters, I think. He's a hopeless romantic with dreams of doing something with his life someday beyond what he currently does. He's just not sure what. Leonora, Maite's neighbor, asks her to feed her cat while she's away. She's like, hey, I'm going out of town. Will you feed my cat? Maite says, yeah, sure. Well, she disappears. So I thought this was going to be where they join up, Maite and Elvis join up to find Leonora. That's not what the story is about. The story alternates between Maite and Elvis. They're the two narrators. Positives: fun setting, interesting history that I didn't know of previously. A few references to Cuba. I think this is set in the 1920s. Oh wait. Now there's references to 60s music. So maybe it's not 1920s. There's a song called Mashed Potato. I was like, how did I never know there's a song called Mashed Potato? I love the character Elvis from beginning to end. He's a little corny, but that is in line with his hopeless romantic personality. He has dyslexia. Now he carries a dictionary with him and learns a word a day. My favorite part of the book is his character. Not a direct quote, but he says something like, because he looks up to his boss, El Mago, he wants to be like him, right? And he learns a word a day. And he says, hacía falta más de una palabra al día para eso, para ser un caballero. And I just love that quote. Even like this long after reading the book, it's been a while, like at least a month or two, I don't know. It's been a while since I read the book, but I still love that quote and I love Elvis's character. Maybe, quite possibly my favorite character in a book. An interesting twist at the end of the story, wasn't expecting it, yes. Surprisingly good action, fight scenes for a book, yes. Negatives. Honestly, in retrospect, I'm kind of like, about the book, mainly because, spoiler alert, there wasn't a lot of character depth on the girl who went missing, Leonora. It kind of overall, and because it wasn't exactly what I was expecting, in retrospect, like, but reading the book, actually, it was a lot of fun. The negatives, personally, I did not like Maite's character as much as I wanted to. I just don't like her as much as I wanted to. Like the romance she was involved in and how that turned out, but toward the end of the book, yes. If you want to see the notes I took on this book, there's a link to the notes I took here, and I put a lot of quotes too. Spoiler alert, I put a lot of quotes on my notes. Now this, I wrote it here, best quote in the book, literally. It is a lawyer who says this, who she works for, and this is what he says to her. Oye muchacha, tráeme un par de calcetines durante tu hora de la comida, ¿quieres? Literally, Elvis probably maybe my favorite. I say maybe my favorite character. That other quote, I absolutely love that other quote. But this made me laugh out loud. And I even wrote best quote in the book. La noche era terciopelo by Silvia Moreno-García. Recommend. Definitely will read more by that author. I think she's a Canadian-American author. I mean, a Mexican-Canadian author, a Canadian-Mexican author, I don't know. Mexican and Canadian novelist, story writer, editor. I definitely will read more by her.